name is Nikkar. Today I'm going to be sharing my LSO500 project. In this project, I'm going to take a look at the UB Local 64 Union website. Now, this is an old design of the website that is very bad and very poor. This is the landing page of the website, and as you can see, it's very hard to read the letters on the page. They're in cursive, and there's also subtext that is not very color friendly. The buttons don't have any indication of what they do, and when I click the buttons, I am taken to this page, and again there's flashing text over here that's hard to read. It's in cursive. It says action required, your membership renewal is overdue, and it's very hard to read it because it's flashing on the screen. There's also pages on the website that don't have any alt text for images that don't load, and that causes problems. There's also a lot of blank spaces, and I have to do a lot of zooming because of the scaling issues. This website is supposed to be a website for a quick registration to the union. Here it has contact information where we place our information in and then do a CAPTCHA and submit, but it's very hard to see everything because of how the formatting is. So some of the issues with this in terms of the universal design principles is the document fails perceptible information. So this just means that perceptible information means the design has to communicate necessary information effectively for people who have different sensory abilities. The page over here relies on visual design only, and some key elements are not perceivable for many users. And because there's missing alt text, that means a screen reader for people who have blindness or can't see properly. They won't get the meaning of these images because there's nothing describing what the images are. Um, and there's just a very high contrast too between some elements of the page, and that's another problem. Um, it also creates cognitive fatigue where the user has to work harder to work around the layout to understand and find information. Um, it's also very hard for fast scanning, and there's not a lot of assistive technology that can be used on this like the screen reader because of how the website is poorly structured. And according to the social model of disability, the disabling experience this website causes comes not from the person, but from the design itself. And the document structure and the labeling, they create this barrier. So that's what creates an environment that disables the user. So now I'm going to show you my inclusive redesign of this website. This is again for UB Local 64. And in this website, what we can see is immediately the colors work together, and it's much easier to find all the relevant sections that explain what the website is about. And also there's headers over here that can be clicked and accessed and used to jump to sections very fast. The top panel is frozen on, so we don't have to go looking for it every time we're on the page. And the Contact Us section, where we provide information of ourselves to register in the union or to hear back from representatives in the union, is very clearly defined, unlike in the previous original design. And there's also effective use of color coding to highlight and separate different types of content. Like over here, the numbers are underlined and they're made in red text to catch the eye and to immediately find under emergency contacts, which are important. The color coding here is pretty valuable and useful. And in addition, for images that a person cannot see due to visual or vision-related disabilities, there is alt text over here that a screen reader would be able to allow a blind person, for example, to grasp the meaning of the image. So that is all for the redesign, and that's all for the project.